And now, Knock2 Studios presents Common Censored.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Common Censored.
American First Podcast.
I'm Lord Sterling.
It's your boy Truckfleet Dre. What's going on? What's going on?
We got some fun stuff to talk about today. Yesterday was Halloween. Did you get any trick or treaters?
Nah, did none of them motherfuckers knock at my door. We ain't
Neither
get no
here.
door knocks. Yeah,
Although-
bro. Halloween is not what it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
not
sad.
Yeah, it used to be a playful holiday. Now it's more demonic than anything. You know, you got a lot of witches and warlocks that was at war last night. You know, so really, like, we sat on the couch and read like 6 chapters of Revelations out loud, and me and my woman just sat on the couch and relaxed, and my son was in the room. He's trying to get rest and get better.
Nice.
And yeah, bro, we just chilled out. It was a quite mellow night, but everything don't feel the same no more. You notice that?
For
it's
sure.
not just Halloween. It's just everything is different. You know,
the quickening is occurring.
Yeah, man, we're going through a huge psychological warfare that's put on to us by the powers that be, and it's made for us to feel different, for us to feel almost defeated. When there's nothing to really feel defeated about. So
yep, exactly. They want us to feel defeated.
They want us to feel defeated. So we don't. Yeah, man. So, you know, I could totally feel those powers in the air and that energy, and you know, I just will not take part of it. You know what I'm saying? I got my own struggles going on in my own life, and you know, just around my career and stuff. So I really don't have the time or the energy to even be in that energy realm. So, you know, it's kind of almost like you shut the world off, and you know, just focus on yourself and your spirituality, and you know, you just try to, you know, push yourself through this shit, bro. You know, something got to change, something got to give. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah,
you know,
we're getting there. It's happening. The Great Awakening is real. Like if you were to contrast today with 2008, it's like a whole different ball game. You know, back in the day, everybody thought that I was insane, you know, like along with Alex Jones and everything like that. But now half the stuff we say is like main issues in the Republican Party, like the fringe.
Hey, bro, I apologize. I just got a call. Let me take this call real quick. All right.
Yeah, do it up. We will jump over to something funny here for a second. We've got some crazy stuff going on from last night. These kids need a medal for this performance. We had the best Halloween costume and performance of all time right here. Check this out. Oh, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Alarms going off everywhere. Phone calls ringing. Okay, so here we are last night, and we had the best costume combination ever, where these kids dressed up as Joe Biden with his Secret Service. I think it happened. There was a number of groups of kids that did it, but this one in particular was really, really funny. Let's take a listen here and take a look.
Mr. President. Mr. President. Yes, good job.
He looks so proud. I swear I've seen that same motion of Biden before. Like, I can't remember what the exact moment was, But muted. There you go. You're unmuted now, brother. These kids are hilarious. This one in particular. How about this performance, right? With the stutter. Like he's gonna
One step, Mr. President. Yes, good job.
That is hilarious. Have you ever seen a better Halloween performance than that?
That would be hard to top. They had, as a matter of fact, I seen one that was pretty good. They had Victor Wembanyama, the new kid that got drafted by the Spurs. He was the Wicker Man, and he looked exactly like the Wicker Man. You know what I'm saying? So
Nicolas Cage, is that the right?
I believe so. Yeah, we got the silver mask, we got the black suit on, and he's super skinny, like with the top hat on. It was a good. I actually know. I would say that this is one of the best performances I had because he just had to look down, like there was no actual performance to Wembanyama. So I would have to the whole grabbing the hand of the lady and then smelling her hand, like that shit was hilarious, bro.
That's in a different one. I gotta find it. I had it linked to it. Yeah, he goes over and shakes the lady's hand who's holding the camera, right?
Right. Yeah, he shakes her hand. While she's holding the camera, and then he basically takes his hand away and he smells it, and she's like, "Oh no!" You know what I mean? It was hilarious, bro. So
classic.
Yeah.
I lost the link, unfortunately, but if I find it while we're talking, we'll pull it up.
Yeah.
So you had some topics you wanted to talk about tonight. What's the first one you want to bring up?
Yeah, bro. So the first thing that I would like to bring up is, we got to talk about how once again we're seeing things that usually are not done in the court of law. For instance, like this judge right here, Judge Chuck Tan, whatever his name is.
Chutkin. Yeah, Trump. She's like the granddaughter of communists, literal Cuban communists, I think.
Yeah. Oh wow, that makes sense because this is a communist move. She stops his team from seeing the prosecutor's evidence. So it says Tanya Chutkin block former President Donald Trump from seeing federal prosecutors' evidence ahead of his federal election interference trial. A federal grand jury indicted Trump in August, as we all know, on 4 counts, including conspiracy to defraud the United States, which is bullshit. The Department of Justice Special Counsel Jack Smith, the jackass, has also investigated Trump on alleged efforts to overturn the election, right? And key swing states, right? So what they're doing here is they are citing that the information is under the Classified Information Procedures Act, which is basically stating that this is classified information. Well, the only problem with that is under the Presidential Act, when he was president, when this shit happened, what's up, Jet Lag? There's nothing classified. There's nothing classified to the president. He can classify or declassify whatever he wants. So that means the evidence that they have, he had access to that evidence at that time while he was in office. So how could you therefore say, well, no, it's classified evidence? Well, when this all happened, he was the president of the United States, which means there's no documentation that is classified to him. So we just continue to see like these third world dictarian Chinese Communist Party ass rulings that are in the court of law in the United States of America, and it's never something I thought I would see in my life. Like a part of the discovery process is allowing your criminal, legal, or civil legal defense to look at the evidence that has been presented, because you are innocent until proven guilty, and which is really opposite.
Chance to rebut it.
Yeah, you're guilty until proven innocent. Let's be real. And he has no fair chance to rebut anything. It's almost like they're hiding key parts of the evidence from him to where he has to literally defend himself on the fly. I have never in my fucking life seen anything like this. I've not ever. Yeah, we're living in full-blown tyranny. I agree with you, Valentine Patriot. Most definitely.
100%.
It is. because I've never seen anything like this. I never thought that I would see anything like this. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. And, you know, these liberals, boy, I tell you the truth, it is scary what they're doing.
Yeah, complete bastardization of the entire jurisprudence of this country, inverting everything. You know, war is peace, freedom is slavery, guilty till proven innocent, men are women. You know, it's up is down. Like
Up
it's
is down. You know what I'm
beyond.
saying? Like, it's just beyond. Like, it's beyond. Is it at this point? Is this shit even repairable?
Yes, it is reparable. We, you know, if you look at Vivek's plan, you know, by getting rid of all the administrative state and everything, we have the blueprint. If it's not reparable, it can be recreated at least. So, as long as we keep our guns, basically.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
Let's jump back over here for a second because I found that video you're talking about. Here's the other group of these Biden kids.
Oh, that's pretty funny, man. I can't get enough of this. That was funny.
Helping him find his way around. It's amazing. He's like, oh, need candy in the garbage over here. No.
Oh my God.
No candy in the garbage.
Hey, yeah, this is the one. This is the one right here. This is it right here. This is it right here.
How are you?
Shake,
Oh, no, do not smell me.
Honestly, I got to the point in this video earlier where he shook out his hand and I hadn't watched beyond that yet. So that was my first time seeing the sniff. But man, he's in character. That is some funny stuff right there. Gotta give these dudes for being creative.
Yeah, that was hilarious, bro. He definitely had the best Halloween costume and act of 2023. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it to him. I would really like to find out who that young man is and thank him for giving me some laughter yesterday and this morning. That was hilarious. But yeah, that's the first thing that we wanted to hit on was just talking about how they're literally not allowing Trump to see the evidence that is being presented against him. The next thing that I want to talk about is, here we go. This is one of the most important things. There we go, Washington Post. Okay, so we're going to share screen and we are going to go to this article that is talking about what our new Speaker of the House is doing. And I think it is some good maneuvering around the libtards. So, bam.
Okay. Grandma.
Bam. The GOP plans to fund Israel aid with IRS tax cuts, right? So it's not going to come from the American dollars. It's not going to come from the American taxpayers. And you got all of these people, you know, complaining their asses off, talking about, well, if your taxes are delayed, blame the one who cut the IRS funding. We don't give a shit if the taxes are delayed. We tired of paying this shit anyways when it's not going to things that we feel should be funded. You know,
I like
there's
it.
no
Like,
reason.
you want to fund Israel, then you got to choose between
coming out of your pocket
and funding Israel. You know,
that's some sick shit. You know, so basically, it says House Republicans plan to pay emergency aid to Israel by cutting the Internal Revenue Service's budget, would increase the deficit by $90 billion over 10 years. The chief of tax agency said Tuesday. That's awesome. Seeking to pay $14 billion of proposed aid to Israel sought by both parties. Speaker Johnson of Louisiana on Monday unveiled legislation that would cut roughly $14 billion from funds recently approved by Democrats to expand to the IRS. But Daniel Werfel, whoever he is, who was nominated by President Trump as the IRS commissioner last year, said the cuts would lead to greater. Oh, President Biden said the cuts would lead to greater expense by reducing audits of wealthy and large corporations and hampering the agency's ability to collect revenue and fund the government.
Boom.
This is the thing with the IRS. Yo, Kelly, what's up? What up? So this is the thing with the IRS. They get all of this fucking money, and every time they get a budget, they come back within 3 to 6 months and say, oh yeah, well, it's just not enough. Well, how about you guys getting an allotted amount, and when that fucking money is out, it's a wrap for you. We don't care. We're not trying to hear what your excuses are. The shit is annoying. I could file my own fucking taxes. I don't need a fucking IRS agent. And all they're doing is they're auditing people who are righties. I don't know if you heard about the guy who gave Elon Musk the Twitter files. He got audited 30 days after he gave Elon Musk the fucking Twitter files. They're basically they're weaponizing the judicial system. They're weaponizing the feds.
FBI.
They're weaponizing the CIA. You know what I'm saying? They're weaponizing the banks. You know what I'm saying? They're
debanking.
They're debanking people. They're weaponizing the fucking platforms. They're deplatforming people like they did George and our boy Lou. Now they fucking weaponizing the IRS to people. They're saying, okay, that's a business person. He is against the ideologies that we believe in. Well, we're going to fucking audit him.
They've been doing that for a while too. Lois Lerner under Obama in like 2012, 2013, there was a big scandal with them targeting their political opponents using the IRS as well. So, yeah, this is an ongoing process, and that was a really good summary of, listing all the various ways that they're attacking us and weaponizing various elements of the system.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. So
Valentine Patriot wants to know what our solution is. First thing, just real quick. First thing, we got to end the Federal Reserve and bring the spending into control. Otherwise, there's no hope. But if we get spending under control, back the dollar with a commodity so it can't be inflated, and then we Nuremberg 2 basically, and arrest the people and charge them with all the crimes that they've committed, we can rebuild from there. We have the system. We can, worst case scenario, it might take some 1776ing, you know what I mean? But we're going to get the Nuremberg trials, I think, because we have, as long as they don't prevent the election from happening, I think that we have a decent chance of sweeping across the U.S. red and just obliterating the deep state, like Trump said that he would do. Oh, you want to see a Halloween costume of mine from a couple years ago?
Yeah, let's take a look at that, bro. Damn, bro, you look just like you look just like him. You had the hole in the cheek and all of that, bro.
Yeah, I put on the scar.
Yeah, when you guys
want to know how I got the scars.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was a good costume, bro.
Thanks. Yeah, that was the nurse version. So I was walking around with like a nurse gown, and I was all zombied out. It was like a zombie Joker nurse combination. So I was just walking around like snapping my teeth at people and going ha 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 ha, just kind of growling and laughing at them.
Man, yeah, bro, that was a good one. But yeah, I felt that it was that was kind of like the light of the day, seeing that the GOP has a plan to go ahead and fund what these fuckers are trying to fund, but say, okay, if you guys want to fund that, we're going to take it from your pocket.
There's other good news too, if you want to dive into something else.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Yeah, the walls are closing in. Just to use the phrase that they used so liberally with Trump when it was never true, except in this case, things are really happening. And we have a great interview from yesterday with James Comer, who is head of the this investigation into the Bidens, basically. And let's jump in here and see what.
It's a lot of money. I get it. I can feel you judging me. But hey, I never said I was the hero of this story.
Chairman Comer, we apologize for the outfit today. We got our masks here. Obviously, we've got our Bud Light. We're doing
Benny's Halloween costume. The most horrifying thing he could think of.
Vaccinated, yeah. Had the mask up top and bottom and shit. That was hilarious.
Who are running scared from your investigation, especially after you dropped the $200,000 check And then also these loans yesterday. You're
Jim
a man
Comer
of
is
the
a former
banking
banker,
industry.
so he's in the
What does
perfect
this say
position
you that
to
China
uncover all
gave
of this.
loans to Hunter Biden.
Right.
Why do you need loans from China? Couldn't you go to an American bank? I don't understand. Maybe you could explain for our audience.
Yeah, you know, anyone that travels a lot knows there's a bank on every corner in every town in America. Banks are a dime a dozen. So if you need to borrow money, there are plenty of banks that will be more than happy to borrow money. You shouldn't be borrowing money from China to begin with, especially if you're a politically exposed person. And a politically exposed person, as defined by a bank, is someone who either themselves or their immediate family members are a high-ranking political person. So the banks flagged, among other things, that the Bidens were receiving this money from China. The fact, number one, that they were a politically exposed person, and number two, the fact that the money from China was from a state-owned entity. That means they're from a Chinese Communist Party-backed entity. So as Byron Donald said earlier, and he's on the committee, he's one of the main financial guys on the oversight committee, this is a sign of money laundering. And what's changed since the last time I was on your show, Benny, is the fact that I now have James Biden's personal and business bank records. And we had to build a case to be able to get these. No one thought that we would get any bank records, much less the President of the United States brother's bank records. And we have them all. And let me assure you, James Biden was in just as many of the shenanigans that Hunter Biden was in. This is a family business. This is a family criminal enterprise that was very organized.
Joe, you
So
just got
the
your
$200,000 check from James Biden.
What was that? Sorry.
I said Joe got his whole family twisted up in this shit, from his brother to his son to his wife, bro.
They've got all the money,
up.
the transactions. He was on there. Benny was playing a clip today earlier on his show where they showed money going from one organization to a Hunter Biden company to a Sarah Biden company. She takes out money, puts it in her personal account with, like $40K from that Joe got directly from China, laundered, and then put in his account from the 5 million that Hunter was in the process of laundering. So they keep pushing the goalpost. Oh, Joe Biden never talked to Hunter about his business. Oh, Joe Biden never participated with Hunter in his business. Oh, Joe Biden never received any money directly. Oh, well, now it's just he bounced some checks, and so he needed some loans to get for these foreign investments. And so, as Comer says, that we're gonna be hearing a lot about him talking about loans because
pushing the goalposts. Push the goalposts.
Yeah, and when you file taxes, you don't have to report loans, basically. So it's a way that people can get a bunch of money, and they're still repaying it, but they have no plans to repay it, and it's just money that they have. So the people use loans to launder money, apparently. Let's listen to a little more of this. It's really interesting.
For a personal loan the same day that he got paid out by the failing medical company here in Florida. And I'd love to ask you about looking into that in Florida. It seems like that would have jurisdiction. There would be a jurisdiction in Florida, right? Wouldn't there be a DA that could say, hey, we'd like to investigate this? This seems corrupt and criminal. But nonetheless, why would James Biden be giving Joe Biden a loan? Is there any evidence to back that up as legitimate?
No, and the evidence that the media says, the media attacked me when I found the
we're getting commercials over here. Sorry, guys. Stupid YouTube.
Good. I mean,
YouTube.
Benny got to get his money.
Yeah, true.
I mean?
YouTube became them tube when Google took over.
Check.
Screw YouTube.
Newsweek wrote a terrible story about me finding a $200,000 check to Joe Biden, and just a few weeks earlier they had said his investigation is only going to be successful if he finds money directly to Joe. Well, boom, here we found it. They're like, well, he's all over the board. This was a loan. They said, we saw the evidence. It was a loan. The evidence they're going by is in the memo line of the check. It says loan repayment. So that's good enough for Newsweek. That's good enough for the Democrats on the Oversight Committee. But, that's not good enough for anyone that has any type of financial literacy. I mean, this is, regardless of whether the Bidens come up with some kind of document that says it was a loan. I don't believe it was a loan, but I believe that they can manufacture some kind of document that says it is. The bottom line is this. The money that Jim Biden paid Joe Biden with was money that he influenced peddled from that healthcare company in Florida. And he influence peddled them, saying that Joe Biden could help them get money from the Middle East.
Yeah. So this is just the tip of the iceberg with this whole situation. There's way, way, way more evidence that's going to be dropping. They've got bank transactions of everybody.
I see why that nigga taking so many vacations. He ain't gonna have none to be able to take soon. He like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We might as well kick it while we can, because I'm fucked. I get it, Joe. I get it, Joe.
You know, the other reason he took all the takes all these vacations, because those 82,000 emails that they found with him using pseudonyms are all arranging for international business scams of influence peddling. So he's using fake names to make these, you know, deals with people. Then he's going overseas and going abroad to do it and make it all happen. The whole thing is just corruption to the max.
Ooh, they on his ass, boy. They on his ass. Well, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. You know, and I gotta be real, bro. Probably ain't nothing gonna happen to him. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
We'll see. Hopefully something happens.
I'm just keeping it real. Like the Democrats always figure out a way, bro. Like, I don't think ain't nothing gonna happen to that motherfucker. I mean, we got Hillary allegedly eating faces and shit and pulling out pineal glands through the nose, and you know, taking intestines and wrapping it around herself with Wiener's wife. Yeah, allegedly. You know, if y'all seen that Frazzle Drip shit, oh my god, that shit. Woo.
I never found it. Is there actually a video that you found or audio or something?
Hey, BitChute, whatever.
Yeah,
bro.
BitChute.
Good lord, that. And then they had one of the agents on there talking about oh man, bro. It really stirred my stomach up, bro.
Man,
it stirred my stomach up.
That's messed up.
But allegedly.
When Joe Biden told the American people that his son didn't make any money in China?
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about? China.
Dave, what's up with it?
Not only did he lie about his son Hunter making money in China, but it also turns out that $40,000 in laundered China money landed in Joe Biden's bank account in the form of a personal check.
Oh, Joe. Damn, Joe.
Benefited from his family's shady deal with CEFC, a Chinese Communist Party linked company. It all began with a shakedown in the summer of 2017.
This dude is
awesome.
awesome.
Biden sent a message to his CEFC associate demanding a $10 million capital payment. As Hunter Biden extorted this associate, Hunter claimed he was sitting with his father and that the Biden network would turn on his associate if he didn't pony up the money. The extortion scheme worked. Days later, $5 million flowed in from a Chinese affiliate of CEFC.
And he got 50K of that. And then check this out.
Over the following 3 weeks, Biden family members made a series of complicated financial transactions to hide the source of the China money. Here's how that happened. First, Northern International Capital, a Chinese company associated with CEFC, wired $5 million to Hudson West 3, a joint venture established by Hunter Biden and a CEFC associate. Then Hudson West 3 sent $400,000 to an entity owned and controlled by Hunter Biden. Next, Hunter Biden wired $150,000 to Lion Hall Group, a company owned by James and Sarah Biden. Sarah Biden then withdrew $50,000 in cash from Lion Hall Group. Later the same day, she deposited it into her and James Biden's personal checking account. A few days later, Sarah Biden cut a check to Joe Biden for $40,000. The memo line of the check said loan repayment.
Dude, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Man, that's
It was
crazy.
indeed a loan payment to Joe. But even if this $40,000 check was a loan repayment from James Biden, it still shows how Joe benefited from his family cashing in on his name with money from China, no less.
Now, people are reticent to play. I'm about to play for you because it comes from Hunter Biden's laptop. And people are scared of it, or they think it's dirty. And it is filthy. It's dirty. It shows the true debasement and demonic activity that exists inside of this family.
And this is a good point too, because there's the whole like bank records angle where we have digital data showing money transactions going on with pseudonyms and with real names. And, as they're combing through these 82,000 pages of emails using fake names, they're finding additional corporations, shell companies, dozens and dozens of these things that they set up to launder money. But there's also, evidence of Hunter talking about this stuff. And that's what he's going to play here. Check this out.
It shows generational curses inside of this family. If you go through Hunter Biden's laptop, it is a sick and diseased portal into a much darker and much more sinister, much more criminal world than we can cover here, because, well, quite frankly, like, we can't even show you, we can't show you the images. The entire channel will be demonetized and taken down if we showed you what was actually on Hunter Biden's laptop. And let's just say he's guilty of sex trafficking, sex crimes, crimes against humanity, Epstein-style stuff, right? The stuff that got Epstein killed by Hillary in federal lockup in New York. This and worse. But also, voice on Hunter Biden's laptop in his own voice.
He got Epstein killed by Hillary. He kept that shit 100. Fuck saying allegedly. He just said it straight out. Benny got hella guns. He don't care.
Yeah, he's wild.
Clearly inebriated. Wandering and wobbling around whatever apartment he was in at the time, shaking and rattling drink carts and screaming about the collapse of their Chinese business and how his father is directly involved. So James Comer has the very clean banking judicial takedown of this. Here's the internals for the Biden family. Have a listen.
I have another New York Times reporter calling about my representation of literally, Dr. Patrick Koh, the spy chief of China, who started the company that my partner, who was worth $323 billion, founded, and is now missing. And I am receiving calls from the Southern District of New York, from the U.S. Attorney himself. My best friend in business, Devin, has named me as a witness without telling me in a criminal case, and my father without telling me.
This nigga just be smoking crack and just letting all of his innermost thoughts go. God damn.
Being recorded.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you was not supposed to talk about your criminal affairs when you in the crack house smoking crack. You just supposed to be there smoking crack. Shut the fuck up, get high, and go home. This motherfucker got to be about the stupidest motherfucker of all. You telling this shit to prostitutes. Bro, you think they ain't gonna blackmail you later on?
Dude, this is half the purpose of prostitutes. I've been watching this show, Black Sails on Stars. It's a pirate show, matey. Maybe the best pirate production of all time. And they have a whorehouse and they get pirates in there. And half the job of the whores basically is to get them to talk, pillow
information
talk,
out these
their
niggas.
plans.
Pillow talking.
Yeah, so they can go out and get the treasure that the other pirates are trying to get, but with their own crews.
That's plain pathetic. Just smoke your rocks and go home, man. Like, you ain't got it. God, you got to be about the most retarded this motherfucker. All right, bro. Yeah, he is. Forgive him for he not know what he done.
Yeah, and jet lag. If you got a question, feel free to type it in the chat, and we'll check it out.
Oh man, good Lord!
Valentine Patriot was asking how we do it when the tyrants are in control. I was trying to type in a comment in the chat, but it kept failing. We're gonna have to legislatively eliminate the Fed, and I think that just the Great Awakening itself will sort of change the public position in a way that will lead to the public being ready for and wanting Nuremberg type trials against these criminals. Now that everything's kind of coming out into the open.
A trial of the people that cannot be selected by the tyrants people themselves. It has to be a trial where it's held by the people, and the people, you know what I'm saying, come out with the choice of what to do with these sons of bitches. The brown shirts always are the first to go. So if you sold us out, you're gonna be the first to go when the shit hits the fan. And I think they fail to realize that. They don't remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I don't think we have a military that's that tyrannical that would literally put us all in prison. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we have a United States. Now there's probably about 30 or 40% of the motherfuckers that would ultimately do whatever the fuck they're told. But as far as like the good servicemen, they're not going to do it. They literally going to have to bring NATO or activate all of these foreigners that's coming into our country to do the job that they need to get done. So we get into World War
Blue
III.
helmets too.
All of our troops are over there. They train these motherfuckers just like they did train for, the attack in Israel. They train these motherfuckers at an underground site. They give them weaponry, they give them training, and then they come in, and then you got fucking faces you don't recognize speaking the fucking foreign language, telling you to, get out your house and take you to secret sites, and try to get you to take the mark of the beast and fucking take the Luciferian doctrine. Y'all, this is how it's gonna go, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is how the shit is gonna break out. This is how it's gonna go.
Do you remember the North American Union, how they wanted to combine America or the US and Canada and Mexico? Part of the deal that they signed, and I think there was another one that they actually did ink on a Valentine's Day in like 2013, where they arranged for this troop sharing thing where they could bring Canadian troops into America to handle Americans, or they could bring Mexican troops to Canada, so that you're not using your own local population to police your people. Which is crazy. And Jetlag is asking if we think John McAfee is still alive. McAfee.
Hell, nah.
I wish,
I wish, but yeah, they smoked McAfee, bro. They got his ass up out of here.
He loved his wife a lot, and
he did.
She's alone, and so I don't see that being reconcilable. Unfortunately, I think if he was around, his wife would be.
If John McAfee was around, you would know it. He ain't hiding from a motherfucking thing, except them motherfuckers.
He did.
The motherfuckers that's over there in them islands and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they was on his ass, but nah, he's not the type. He almost like an El Chapo type. He not the type that can't stay away from the limelight. He got to let you know what the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think. Nah, I think he's dead. But that was a wicked good ass documentary, bro. Like his documentaries were crazy.
Yeah, I got to refresh. I didn't he have like a tattoo that like foreshadowed his own death, something about him being whacked or something.
I can't remember exactly. Bro. But I know that I watched like all 4 parts of that fucking documentary, and it was good from beginning to end.
Nice. Hey, Mama.
Mama,
welcome to the party.
What's up? Most definitely.
So what's your next topic you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm gonna be 100, bro. I think that is all the topics that I had to talk about. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Let's go, bro. Let's talk about this shit. So let's see. Stop share, present.
You are very welcome.
Share screen. Bam. And we got to talk about this. This is weird. Bam. Situation fully under control. All right. Russia withdraws all units. According to Andrei Demikov, the spokesman for the Ukrainian border guard, Russia appears to have withdrawn all units from the military territory all units from the territory of Belarus. These units were reportedly withdrawn as part of a rotation, and no new units have arrived. Yeah, bitches, they're getting prepared to hit the Red Sea and go to World War III. However, some members of the Russian armed forces continue to stay in Belarus, primarily consisting of military personnel responsible for maintaining Russian equipment in the country, as stated by Demikov, whatever this nigga name is. Despite actively monitoring the area, the border guard spokesperson mentioned the situation at the border is fully under control. There are no signs of personnel or equipment being relocated towards Ukraine. What is the point to continue Yeah, like they done already killed like a whole bunch of you motherfuckers to the point to where, you know, what's the motherfucker name? Zelensky, the prime minister
Cross-dressing
of
actor.
Ukraine. Yeah, like bro, he literally made the women go to war. It has been so many men that has died in the Ukrainian armed forces that he went to homes and told them like, yeah, bitch, your daughter, she 18, she gotta go too. He made the women go to war. That's how much destruction Russia has brought upon Ukraine.
Yeah.
So basically, when we give money to Ukraine, we're just giving it away. They're not putting it to no use. They don't even have that much of a fucking army left. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me,
you missed the meaning of life. We just finished covering the meaning of life. Sam.
Yeah, we covered some good shit, bro. But yeah, like you know, it makes sense. Like, why would we continue to waste our time and our resources in Belarus, you know, to fight Ukraine when there's literally not that much of an army to fight against? Like literally, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised to see that, you know, Putin has moved troops out of Belarus, and you know, but at the same time, I'm not surprised because everybody is getting ready for War One, you know, World War Three. You know, Yemen has made a declaration. Oh shit, damn, bro is a fucking he's a fucking encyclopedia, bro. He's just like he reads my
Had it
mind.
already.
Spirit angel, bro. I swear. So you know, with all of these declarations of war coming and you got more troops moving towards the Red Sea, I don't really think that he's withdrawn to say, I'm done fighting the war. He's basically saying, I've kicked your ass already. This is my territory. I can take it anytime I want. We're just taking our resources and we're going to focus somewhere else. But
makes sense.
I don't know if you guys have seen, there was a video that showed some of the Russian troops, and they are literally struggling when it comes to, you know, not only arming their groundsmen, their military that fights the ground war, but as far as having tactical gear. Putin was giving these niggas airsoft vests to go to war with. I don't know if we could find that video, but he was lit. They were showing in the tank as they were being dispatched to where they're supposed to go to fight the ground war, and they were showing like, look, fucking vest, not vest, it's for airsoft pistol. Will not stop bullet. All of the guys start fucking laughing. So that's one thing that will kind of help us out is they don't have enough equipment to arm their armed forces as far as the ones that are fighting the ground war. Yeah, issued fake body armor. It wasn't fake body armor. It was real. It was just for airsoft pistols. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's
It's crazy shit, right? So that's one thing that we could look forward to. Like, bro, that shit get hit with a 7.62 or 2.23, you know what I'm saying, or you know, a 50. It's a wrap. It's
he level 4 plates for a 7.62, I think.
And that definitely ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
That definitely is not level
soldiers
4.
in Russia-backed LNR and DNR units are wearing older 6B23 body armor, which Rachnik I can't really see
superseded. The older version transmits too much blunt trauma to the wearer. One of the most important things about body armor is that, you know, you're taking a very small area with a lot of force being put into it, and the goal is to spread out the force so that it's absorbed by a larger area. It's why if you drop a pound heavy knife, you know, it'll sink right into the floor or to a person.
Right.
If you drop a pound heavy something blunt, it'll just bounce off. When you concentrate the force into a narrow area, it has much more effect and penetration power. So if the force isn't spread out wide enough with body armor, if it dents and you get back face deformation, you can really still get screwed up, even if the
fuck some
bullet
shit
doesn't
up.
penetrate you.
Hell yeah, bro. Break ribs, you know what I'm saying? Have internal bleeding to some of your vital organs, like, crush your sternum. Like, there are all kind of shit that could happen, bro. So they got the nukes, but as far as having the proper equipment to arm the soldiers on ground, it's just they literally don't have it. They're using a lot of old Kalashnikovs. I'm not saying that they don't have arms. What I'm saying is, as far as having the unlimited wavering support of equipment and proper protection and weaponry, it's just they don't have it. You know what I mean? They're using old Kalashnikovs from World War II and like old, bombs, and yeah, bro. We really hurt them with these sanctions. Don't think not for once that we didn't hurt them with these sanctions. You know what I'm saying? Valentine, my brother, it is DRE, not TRE. I appreciate you though. He said, I know what you mean. Yeah, most definitely, bro. They do not have everything that they need to fight the war properly. So that is something that could help us on our side. So that's definitely something to look forward to, as far as if we have to go to, I hate that I even have to say this, but if we have to go to war with Russia, damn, it's all right, bro. It's all good. It's just still all love. I would really hope that would play into our favor, and give us some type of edge. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing for us. It's not good for them, because we're not sending none of our fucking soldiers with airsoft pistol or paintball gun vests. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we got real, Teflon plated military grade vest. You know what I'm saying? So that's
we've got
another
kinetic
thing.
rail guns from space that just shoot rods of steel down and boom, use kinetic
blow shit up
without even using explosives,
without even using a nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker's
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So yesterday we were talking about the whole MK Ultra potentially being overwritten by the Colorado guy who almost shot up that amusement park. Let's check this out, because InfoWars is all over it too. This guy John Bown on the Bown Report on band.video. This guy does awesome reports. Definitely go to band.video and subscribe to Bown Report. Check this out.
What the CIA really dreamed of was sort of like a drug you could give to someone, get them to commit all sorts of unspeakable acts, and they wake up the next day and they don't remember what they've done.
The MK Ultra program is well known.
The American Intelligence Agency had paid for a series of brainwashing experiments under a project codenamed MK Ultra. The tests were conducted in secret in the United States and in Canada at a mental hospital attached to McGill University. Experimental drugs, including LSD, were administered to human guinea pigs.
Regardless of the catch-all go-to conspiracy theorist moniker to explain away the possibility of this recent culture of mass shooters being connected to the CIA's MK Ultra program, it is obvious that the guns cannot murder anyone without a psychotic madman behind the trigger. So one cannot help but look to a possible motive. And every time these possible MK Ultra tied shooters point the narrative towards themselves, it distracts from the government's corruption.
The James Holmes we're seeing now is a universe away from the clean-cut, up-and-coming neuroscientist he once was.
This is what I referenced yesterday when we were talking about Marinus van der Lubbe, who was set up for the Reichstag fire in Germany in 1933. He was all drugged out, just like James Holmes over here in court.
It's like a lot of these guys, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it never fails. Within hours, these shootings are followed by calls to confiscate Americans' guns protected by the Second Amendment.
Another assault weapon used to murder at least 16 people and perhaps another 50 being wounded. It's time for this House to act on extending the previous ban on assault weapons. This has nothing to do with the Second Amendment. This has everything to do with war on the American people.
I want to do what'll work. And to me, the most clear
danger right now are these high-capacity magazines.
What did the main shooter accomplish with his demonic
So
acts,
ridiculous.
disappearance, and alleged suicide other than the obvious? Not only had he locked down the state of Maine and neighboring areas of Canada, but he briefly put the national conversation on lockdown for citizens still turning to Mockingbird Media for answers to questions regarding known government corruption and the corrosion of national security. As the Pentagon intensifies World War III, the unanswered questions surrounding Biden's pay-to-play schemes tied.
All right, they're telling us, don't look at this. Don't look at the check. Focus on these horrible
on this.
shooting events.
Right.
Focus on the Maine guy. Focus on Colorado.
To a $200,000 check and a nearly $3 million purchase of his Rehoboth beach home on his salary.
According to bankruptcy court documents, James Biden received these loans, quote, based upon representations that his last name, Biden, could open doors and that he could obtain a large investment from the Middle East based on his political connections.
Exactly, Valentine. Rod.
On March 1st, 2018, AmeriCorps wired a $200,000 loan into James and Sarah Biden's personal bank account, not their business bank account. And then on the very same day, James Biden wrote a $200,000 check from this same personal bank account to Joe Biden. James Biden wrote this check to Joe Biden as a, quote, loan repayment. AmeriCorps, a distressed company, loaned money to James Biden, who then sent it to Joe Biden. Even if this was a personal loan repayment, it's still troubling that Joe Biden's ability to be paid back by his brother depended on the success of his family's shady financial dealings.
And we just saw the other transactions where they put $150K into James and Sarah's account, and Sarah withdrew 50 and put it into their personal account.
We can only expect more bizarre incidents like the one in Lewiston, Maine to ramp up. Was 22-year-old Diego Barajas Medina an MK Ultra patsy whose
he was.
programming
Look at him.
failed?
Do he look
Medina-
like? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look at that kid, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Obviously, there was something. There's something not right about that. Come on, bro.
He's very flavorful.
Come on, bro.
Barajas Medina and MK Ultra patsy whose programming failed. Medina was wearing body armor, a ballistic helmet, patches, and tactical gear, and armed with an AR-15 style gun and explosives, and was found dead inside a Colorado amusement park with an eerie message scrawled on the wall: I am not a killer. I just wanted to get into the caves.
He was well intended to do something very heinous. Again, why would you prep for that? And whatever he had intention, fortunately, he did not follow through with it.
After a police search, no evidence of bomb-making materials were recovered in Medina's private residence.
The weapons found on the man were ghost
Where'd they
guns,
come
which
from?
do not have serial numbers and therefore cannot be traced.
Why was Robert Card outfitted after going to a military mental institution in the summer of 2023 with high-powered hearing aids that his sister-in-law reported were telling him horrifying suggestions? Why did it take the FBI 24 hours to go to Robert Card's house when the public bulletin came out revealing his home address just a few hours after the shooting? Distractions and false narratives. It's the name of the deep state game. John Bound reporting.
Boom.
Bro.
John Bound does amazing work.
Hey, I don't
Mad
give a
respect for
fuck
that
if we only got 8 people watching. We be cooking on this motherfucker. Stop playing.
Yeah, even
Stop
if some
playing.
of it's just sharing other people's work, it's good to have a
Hey,
place where people can go to,
we be
find other
cooking on
places
this
to go.
motherfucker, bro. Stop playing with us, bro. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
Aggregating and cooking it up. We got the van going, Heisenberg style.
Hey, but bro,
Say
to be
my
honest,
name.
I don't know if you can see like all of these I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 documents I gotta fill out for this new perspective MC that I could run underneath. So I apologize, y'all, and I'm not lying. Like, hold on, bro. I ain't hold on, bro.
It's all good.
Hold
It's
on.
all good. We don't-
No. Hold on. Just so our audience does not know I'm bullshitting. Hold on. Let's go right here, bro.
Make sure you don't show too much personal.
I'm gonna show y'all. No, I'm not. But look, he wants you to fill out a direct deposit form. He wants you to fill out the contract. He wants you to fill out the on duty. As you see at the time, 527. I've literally been getting these as we've been talking. You know what I'm saying? The drug and alcohol statement, you know what I'm saying? Violation record. I have none of those. But yeah, he wants me to fill out all of those. So unfortunately, we gonna have to cut this one short because I know that we do this for free, but I got a young man in there that is my heart and soul. I got a 13-year-old, I got an 18-year-old, I got a younger one, I got a woman in there that depends on me. I gotta feed the family, y'all, and it fucking sucks. So I have to do all of this paperwork, and hopefully everything works out, and I'll be back on the road soon. So I apologize, y'all. But this was a really good fucking episode. As a matter of fact, bro, we got time to come back later?
Yeah, probably.
All right, we probably gonna cook up later, y'all. Give me like an hour and a half to figure this shit out. And if not, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna come back tomorrow and y'all get like the regular hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, 2-hour episode. Because I gotta take care of this shit, man. If I keep on putting it off, it ain't gonna go nowhere. I gotta handle this issue and get this done because the carrier I was with wasn't working out too well. So I ended up having to come home and I gotta switch some shit up. So with that being said, man, but we apologize for cutting it short on y'all, man. But I think this is a real good episode. Anybody out there who is just now coming with us, man, we already 11 episodes in. Tonight will be the 12th episode when we cook up again later on. So I think this would be a good area for us to start off at with the next episode, man. And yeah,
sounds good. And we don't really have any place to support us or anything right now, but if you guys are interested, I put out this book recently. I don't know if you know this, Common Sense by Thomas Paine. It was the first viral phenomenon. Like we have memes that go viral nowadays. It was the first viral phenomenon in US history at a time when books or publications in general, the max that they would sell is like 2,000, 3,000 copies. Within like a year and a half, Common Sense sold a couple 100,000 copies, and it galvanized the American public against England and in favor of independence. And it's just like so I created this Common Censored book where I took the entire Common Sense, and this is just a little write-up I wrote on the back. Usually there's a preview I was trying to find, but I redacted most of the substance of Common Sense.
Right.
And this is all made, every page, it's high resolution scans from a first edition copy from Common Sense in 1776. So the idea is basically to kind of beg the question that if there's no free speech, would a revolution even be possible? Like, just imagine if Common Sense had been censored. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, would we even be here today? Would the United States even exist? So if you guys are looking for a way to support the show, these books are available on Amazon. I have color and black and white editions. The color one I recommend because it has original, scans of the original pages. I have the censored version, and I also have just a regular Common Sense that's not censored, that you can get a first edition copy recreated and revived just like you would have it in 1776 with all the original pages and everything.
Yeah.
So that's out there. That exists.
Yeah, bro. That's what's up, bro. And we got the he turned the White House to a crack house shirts coming soon. You know what I mean? I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna have some libs mad as a motherfucker. I hope it takes off and it takes us to new heights.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start making some merch because I think that Common Censored logo is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, bro. We got
like
we got the t-shirt. Yeah, we got the t-shirt printer press right over there in the corner. Right
oh, for real?
Yeah.
No,
yes,
hey, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, but man, with that being said, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man, and we're gonna come and holler at y'all a little bit later.
And thank you guys for being here with us today. We appreciate it. And we will let you guys know if we're coming on back on tonight, or if we'll be back tomorrow. Either way, thanks for being here now, and we'll be in touch very soon.
All right.
Later, guys.
Peace.